really doesn't make sense, but at least his does it too. So anyways, I'm going to try a song called Hope. And Hope goes back to 1988, Saranac Lake, New York, where I was born. Very cold up there. Sometimes it's colder than Alaska. Pay attention, I'm not kidding. Anyways, aside from that, I had appendicitis that should have killed me actually in 1988. My appendix burst, and I was read my last rites on the way to emergency surgery. And when I got back to my apartment, obviously I couldn't work anymore, but I worked at a hospital, kind of interesting. So they're waiting for me to get better, and I'm at my place and I can barely move. I can't really take care of myself. And I finally get strong enough to go out, and I go out. I go to a bar, and I find a lady there, of course. And that doesn't usually happen. I'm laughing, but it did happen on this particular night. And so she asked me how old I thought she was, and I said 27, and she was really 40. And there's more to her than I'll tell you. But anyways, she moved in, and we had a good connection, but she had some serious issues. She was in the area because she was an alcoholic, and she was an alcoholic because of a traumatic event in her life. That's all I can tell you about that part. But I couldn't deal with her level of alcoholism. I'm a rock and roller, pretty hardcore rocker. Anyways, so you can imagine what I'm talking about. But for a while, but she was a former nurse. So here I am, just out of the hospital with this god-awful wound, and she was putting me back together and helping me get stronger and stuff. But anyways, at one point, she moved out, and then she called me, would you like me to come back? And I was at work. I didn't even have a phone at my apartment, starving artist. And so I'm at work. I'm in this tiny little office. There's people watching me. And she goes, would you like me to come back? And I thought about it for like maybe 2 seconds, and I go, no. And it must have been some deep instinct. I don't know what that was, but I never heard from her again to this day. That was 1988. So, her name is Kathy. I dedicate this song to Kathy. This is called Hope. Where did you go when you went away? I haven't heard of you in such a long time. Sitting here thinking and dreaming about you, girl. Where did you go from here? You see the light in your life. There's so much life left in you. Where did you go when you went away? I haven't heard from you in such a long time. This is my tribute to you, girl. But someday you get to hear these words. Care about me, girl. You might be surprised I care for you, and I hope that you're alright.
here